Welcome to a preview of the tree walk at the Veterans Home of California at yntVet. This is the oldest and largest of 8 California homes with a population of about 1,000 veterans. This veterans home was established in 1884 by veterans of the Civil War and Mexican-American Wars. The entire campus is wheelchair accessible. As you enter the Veterans Home campus on California Drive, you pass under a magnificent tree canopy. On the right are American elms. The left part of the canopy is Western catalpa. Of interest is the fact that these trees were originally planted in 4-foot square containers at the San Francisco World's Fair, held on Treasure Island in 1939 and 1940. The source of the older trees on the campus have an interesting history. In the year 1900, Mr. Fred Borman was hired as chief florist. Today we would call him the head groundskeeper. He was hired by virtue of his work and as protege of John McLaren, the architect and superintendent of Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. The story tells us that occasionally Uncle John would contact Fred Borman and offer him some excess trees. Later, after 1926, when Colonel Holdeman, a Congressional Medal of Honor recipient, was the commandant at this veterans home 1926 to 1953, the story continues that his friends would bring him trees from various parts of the world. Our most significant tree is the Dawn Redwood, deciduous, native to China, pyramidal in shape. Up until 1947, this tree was thought to be extinct. Fossilized leaf, cones, and small branches have been identified and dated as 65 million years old. That's during the dinosaur age. In 1947, a grove of these trees was discovered in northwestern China. Some seeds were brought to this country the next year. The tree is one of those seeds. This is the only variety of the redwood sequoia that the soft, pale green needles turn light bronze in autumn and then drop. The tulip tree, showing its fall colors, it's deciduous, meaning it loses its leaves in the winter. It's native to eastern United States. The flowers are tulip-shaped, about 2 inches wide. They are greenish yellow, orange at the base, and handsome at close range. They are not showy on the tree because the blossoms have too much green in them. Hence, they fade into the background. Southern magnolia, evergreen, native to southern United States. Once you've seen this leaf, you'll always know it. They are dark green, large, glossy, leathery leaves. The southern magnolia blooms all summer. It has pure white, very fragrant blossoms. Most trees bloom all at once, like these deciduous magnolias, the salar and star, which usually bloom in March. Silver linden, deciduous, native to Europe, up to 50 feet tall and 30 feet wide. They are generally round in shape with heart-shaped leaves. They are light green above and silvery beneath, also with very fine short hairs on the back side. The leaves ripple in a breeze with small, fragrant, yellowish to white flowers. On the walk, you will also see little leaf lindens and American lindens. Italian stone pine. This evergreen tree is native to southern Europe and Turkey. Unique to it is its thick trunk topped with an umbrella of many branches. The flowering pear trees were all planted recently and are deciduous. They have very showy white blossoms in the spring. You can see 7 of these trees around the entrance of the Lincoln Theater. The serviceberry has beautiful drooping white flower clusters in the spring and blue-green foliage that turns red in the fall. The fruit is edible, but you need to get them before the birds. The Norway maple is one of the more spectacular, smaller trees at the Veterans Home. Forming in the spring are very bright yellow leaves, turning green in the summer. The leaves then turn dull yellow to red in the fall. Coast redwood, evergreen, sequoia family. It's native to coast ranges of southern Oregon to coast ranges of central California. This is the tallest tree in the world, and some reaching 350 feet. Widely used for home building from the 1850s to the early 1900s throughout Northern California. Still a favorite for building outdoor decks due to its ability to withstand both sun and rain. Giant redwood, native to western slope of central and southern Sierra Nevada range, has a 3,000-year lifespan. The giant redwood doesn't grow as tall as the coast redwood, but its trunk is much, much wider, up to 30 feet, not used for lumber as much as the coast redwood due to the difficulty in handling its huge size. Both of these redwoods are the California state trees and the West's most famous trees. Tupelo sour gum is native to eastern United States. It may have small black olive-shaped fruit that birds like. In the fall, the leaves are spectacular with yellow edges and orange centers, then bright red before dropping. Bunya bunya. This large evergreen was planted over 100 years ago, and it's native to Australia. The large spiny cones can weigh up to 17 pounds. The monkey puzzle tree from Chile is in the same tree family. Chinese elm, semi-evergreen, depending on winter temperatures and tree's heredity. This beautiful tree is native to China, Korea, and Japan. 40 to 50 feet tall and 50 to 70 feet wide with weeping branches. Primrose tree, evergreen, native to South Pacific and Australia. Dense foliage, very erect growth. Has purple blossoms and then brown seed capsules that split into 5 sections. Pods contain short fibers that can irritate skin and eyes. Sometimes the tree is called cow itch. It blooms in June. Empress tree, native to China. The lilac blue, 2-inch trumpet-shaped flowers appear before the leaves show. 2-inch seed capsules remain on the tree all winter until next flowering in early May. Lance-leafed crabapple. This, like many flowering trees, is a hybrid, which means it is a mix of many different kinds of flowering crabapples. That's why this particular crabapple has so many beautifully colored, deep pink flowers. California white oak or valley oak, deciduous, probably planted before 1900 or was here before the home. Native to California interior valleys, Sierra foothills, and coast ranges away from direct coastal influence. California's largest oak, which grows up to 70 feet tall and equally wide. Massive trunk and limbs, long drooping outer branches sometimes sweep the ground. Possibly the largest North American oak. As you can see, the pictures of the trees were taken at different times of the year. The spring and fall seasons bring some spectacular color to our home. You are welcome to come again and again to enjoy different seasons.